Welcome to your daily focus, February the 23rd, 2023. So, yesterday we had all this manifestation kind of energy, and today we have doubt, fear, anxiety, all comes into play to talk us out of that very commitment that we made yesterday to ourselves. So, we'll talk about this energy, but let's start at the beginning. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. There we go. Now he's finally settled. He's walked in a circle 15 times. Clank, clank, clank goes his nails. We have the 23 energy today. The 23 energy is about knowing that you are surrounded by an energy that is so much more powerful than yourself. So much bigger than yourself. God, our angels, our spirit guides, the cosmos, the universe, that divine, beautiful energy, your higher self. We are surrounded by this energy, leading us towards the paths that we should walk, the safe ports, the safe havens, the good friendships, the good energy. So know that you are being guided. Know that you are protected. Know that they are preparing the path ahead of you. 2 plus 3 is a 5. And the 5 energy, but it's a busy energy. 5 energy, there's a lot happening, a lot going on, a lot distracting you or pulling you to different areas, making decisions on the spot. But it's all to bring in happiness and joy at the simplest. The simplest of energies, of emotions. It's dancing and smiling and laughing and giggling. It's also about tapping into your creativity. If we do the numerology of the day, it would be a 2 plus a 5 plus a 7, which is a 14 energy. So we get to the 5 not only with the 23 energy, but also the 14 energy. Now the 14 energy, I just can't help but thinking that 14 energy is coming out right now to show us that there are parts of our existence right now that we don't need in order to go forward. And to be able to let them go and to step into the habits, the behaviors, the mindset we need for success. So the 14 energy is ruled by rules blacksmiths. And so what does a blacksmith do? He gets his forge and he gets that fire as hot as he can. And he looks for the certain temperatures. And when it's at its hottest, and that's when those baby blues and those violets are coming out, that he takes that piece of iron and he shoves it into that fire and he starts hammering to mold it into what he envisioned it being. And so we too are kind of going through that phase. We are allowing ourselves to heal, to push back fears or resolve fears or meet our challenges straight on and forging ourselves into the person that we want to become. Once again, coming to the 5 energy. Because then we become our authentic self. Then we bring out our pure potential. And that creates happiness and joy and giggles and laughter, celebration. And allows your creativity to just flow at this point because you have an overconfidence in who you are and what you bring to the world. Which is a good thing. Overconfidence on a good level. We have the sun in Pisces. Moon is in Aries now. And the sun is, I think, arguing with Chiron. And this is where we allow our fears, our anxieties to talk us out of what we want to do. We don't believe we're competent enough. We don't think that we would be effective enough. We really don't want to step out on that unique path designed just for us, by us. We don't want to break away from the status quo because at least we know that we belong, we're accepted, we're loved, we're respected. We don't want to blow it all up. And so we don't have the confidence to really step forward, but only temporarily. Okay. Now, part of this energy allows us to see what our fears and our anxieties truly are and to meet them, to understand them. Remember, with that new moon energy, we had Saturn involved, giving that sun and moon in Pisces energy to fulfill any dream by giving it boundaries and rules and order. So if we look at the fear, we can meet the fear. And once we look fear in the eye, it dissipates. It has no power over us. We become empowered because of that. So it's understanding what is truly blocking us to really step forward. It's not asking us to throw in the towel. But on a day like today, you could very easily throw in the towel. It's only designed to show you what you're most afraid of, so that you can meet that, so that you can overcome it, so that you can believe in yourself, your talents, your abilities, and utilize your strength and courage to take that risk on yourself and step into that path. Okay, so let's see what the cards have to say for us, shall we? So our shadow card for today is, I grabbed two, so it's going to be two. Our first card, look at this, the happily ever after. If that's not a 5 energy, I don't know what is. Okay, this is romance and happiness and joy, and this is the best life ever, and we've succeeded and we've gotten here, and what does it look like for you? And this is the celebration of going along that path. This is the celebration of who you are. So today we're being reminded to celebrate ourselves. Okay? Stop thinking about all that and start concentrating on just how beautiful and wonderful and deserving and special that you truly are, how unique you really are, how beautiful this path will be when you get to the finish line. Okay, so it's telling you to grow those dreams. Even though you may feel like you can't do it today, maybe you lack the confidence today to really step into it, that is no reason to stop dreaming it, okay? That's what the cards are saying. The Nine of Pentacles says, come on, think about it. You have gotten to the here and now, and it wasn't easy at times. It definitely wasn't easy at times. And it may still not be all that easy. But you've done it. And even though you may not realize that you have reached the end of so many trials and challenges and just life in general and overcoming so many things, and you're at a point now where this is all going to really pad the way to your success. Because you know what to do in these times of trouble, in these times of challenges, in these times of anxiety, in the time of fear, that we reach in certain plateaus in our life, in our steps, each and every day. This is about connecting to God, your angels, your spirit guides. The veil is very thin. Ask for information. And for what you can't handle, give it up to them. Say, I don't know what to do with this. You deal with it. Okay. First card is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups says in order to go forward, you know you need to walk away from some things that you like, that you may in fact love in your life. In order to step into new places, new surroundings, new environments, new paths, sometimes we have to leave the old path. So you may have grown very comfortable in your job on the 5th floor and everybody's family, and you have birthdays for everybody. Somebody brings a cake, and there's this little meeting in the conference room where we all sing happy birthday, and everybody walks back to their desk with a piece of cake. If they're married, if they have children, if they have pets, they're family to you, but you're going for that promotion, and that's going to move you to the 8th floor, and you're going to have to leave all them. And you love them, and you cherish them, and you embrace them, and they're part of your path, but you need to go forward. And some of those relationships will stay. If they're meant to be there, they will be there for you. But it's time to step into, and then the fear comes in, the unknown. What do they do on the eighth floor, really? What kind of environment is it? Is anybody going to like me? Am I going to like them? How should I dress? How should I act? All these fears, all these little anxieties bubble up inside of us, right? And Saturn and Chiron will definitely bring those out into the open for us. So we're looking at those things that we have to separate from in our life in order to really go forward and feel the uneasiness of that and to face that so that we can let that part go and move forward. The Seven of Cups. Don't be too quick to decide. Okay? You may say, yesterday I thought this, but this is the easier thing, so I'm just going to go for that. And not really investigate where it's going to lead you long term. Each of those cups is filled with something. Some of it's wonderful and beautiful, and other downright ugly. And so we can't just grab a cup and run with it and hope that we've grabbed the cup that was the best. We have to think it through. We have to investigate. We have to ponder. We have to pray. We have to meditate. We have to think upon it. We have to gain the knowledge of what path is truly right for us. And so there are decisions, and we might pull back, okay? Saturn and Chiron are also there to show us where we might have been just overleaping a little bit, and we need to bring it back in so it's something that's manageable, something that we can actually make tangible in our life. And then we have the Tower card. Boys, settle down. The Tower card. That dome. That dome, I believe, represents our glass ceiling. It's where we have limited ourselves or allowed other people to limit us in where we wanted to go in our life. And this is the kind of day, 16s are awakenings. This is the kind of day where we can actually see how we're going to break through that glass ceiling. So don't, when you start thinking you may not be effective enough, stop that thought right there. Knowing deep inside you are effective enough, okay? Or you're not competent enough. Stop right there. Know you are competent enough. Of course you are. Okay? And start reversing that energy, okay? And break through that glass ceiling. Because those doubts were put there not by yourself, but by society, telling you can't do that. So awakenings, aha moments, epiphanies can all be had today. Okay, now we won't want to break away from the status quo. We won't want to break away from things that we love. Of course not. Who does? But we know that what our focus is, what our thought of what life can be. And it's growing that thought bigger and better and really bringing out your potential and what you could truly step into if you wanted to, because that is the energy that is being offered to us right now. Okay, let's get a mantra card here. So not a day to throw in a towel. Oh, what jumped out? Moving forward jumped out. Moving forward. Get ready for positive change. Get ready for positive change. Once again, we have to change our mindset. We own our thoughts. So when we start thinking that, I just can't do it. I'm so terrified. Stop. Okay. Why did you say that? Why did you say you couldn't do it? What are you terrified of? What is the worst case scenario? What is the worst thing that could possibly happen? What's the best thing that could possibly happen? And I tell you, March, I'm getting ready to do all the March stuff. So I'll be doing the glance, right? The glance at March 2023, and then we'll do the monthlies for each sign, sun, moon, and rising. And nothing remains the same by the end of March. I mean, it is such a powerhouse kind of month for us. So this is preparing us to really step into those new beginnings, those new starts, to think outside the box, to break through that glass ceiling, or at least understand that we have the potential to do just that. Well, I'm not even on the page yet. Hang on. We're getting there. There we go. Okay, so meditate on that beautiful picture. Imagine yourself moving forward. Forward, getting ready for positive change. Situations and events of the past are clearing, and they make way for positive changes. Turn any negative experiences and thoughts into positive ones with a more rewarding future. You have the resources and the ability to move forward now. Take a leap of faith, knowing that the angels will open doors for you and present a clearer and smoother road ahead. Don't let fear or stagnation hold you back. The mantra is, I'm ready to move forward with confidence. I'm ready to move forward with confidence. And it's all about building our confidence today, or at least acknowledging that what we're feeling isn't exactly the truth of the matter. But it's there to shine spotlights on what we fear, on what our anxieties are, so we can eradicate them, so we can dissipate them, so we can lessen them, so that we can meet them, meet those challenges, and walk away successful doing so. Our animal today is the tiger, fire. Okay, please bring it in clearly. Please bring it in clearly. I choose to be unstoppable. They're not bringing it in. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So, this is almost a reminder to yourself, okay? You're starting to feel incompetent. You say, I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid, which is the first thing I said for the 23 energy, is those beautiful forces that are around you, those strong forces guiding you into where you need to be, into safe ports. Okay? It showed up as the very last line, right? So, it's a good mantra to say over and over again until you're starting to believe it about yourself, so that you can look at those fears, that you can look at those insecurities, those anxieties, and understand them for what they truly are, and dissipate that energy, break through that glass ceiling, and go after your successes. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.